All right. Okay, guys, Unit 6, we are doing Introduction to Linear Functions. Here are the notes. And the way this is set up is, I'm going to pull this back real quick. You guys will do this page and the next page for your notes. And then if you'll look down, right here, I have a worksheet for you, and then you can do 6.2 IXL, okay? So that assignment I'm going to send to you in a little bit. I'm going to pass that out. It looks like this. You see how it says 6.2? Okay. And then we get done with that, I'm going to do the next part, how to find slope given 2 points. And you look at the bottom, you see how it says complete the worksheet, and then 6.3 IXL. So we're just going to do it a little at a time, but instead of putting notes on like separate papers, it's all about slope, so we might as well put it all in one. So, all right, does that make sense? Okay. So if you'll look right here, the definition, we're looking for the word linear. What do you think the word linear means?
Line.
A line. Good. So it's a straight line. Okay? It's a straight line. No curves, no hills, nothing. It's just a straight line. And I learned a new word today in Spanish. Linea is a line, recta, straight. Is that right? Did I get it? Oh, cool. I learned that today. All right. I'm so proud of myself. I learned that in Spanish today. Linea recta. Okay. But I bet you guys say it so much prettier than I do. So, it's a straight line. All right. Here are some examples of a straight line. Okay. Usually it looks like this. Is that a straight line? Yes. You must have arrows on each end. Okay? Without the arrows, it's not a straight line. That's called a segment. You see how to have arrows? You got to draw those arrows. Okay? Is this one linear?
Yeah.
Yes. Is this one linear? No. What are you missing?
The arrow.
The arrows. Is this one linear?
Yes.
Yes. Do you see it right there? See the difference, okay? How about something like this? Is that linear? No. How about something like this? No. Technically it is, but no. It's an absolute value function, okay? It is part of a linear, but it's actually an absolute value. All right. Here are some characteristics. You guys ready? It usually looks like this. Y equals mx plus b. This is the best format for you to have it. There is another way you can do it as well. But the characteristic of a linear is it always has a y-intercept. It's going to cross the y-axis somewhere. It will have a y-intercept, and it will also have a slope. Those are the two things it will always have, is a y-intercept and a slope. All right, we are going to focus on the slope for now. That's all I want you guys to look at, is the word slope, okay? Hey, Breeze, put that away for now. I need you to pay attention, okay? So slope, now the letter that goes with the word slope is this, and I'll show you in a little bit, but we'll go ahead. All right, let's look up some terms. The first word you're going to learn is the word line.
What about vocabulary?
Yeah, under vocabulary. Yeah, line. The first word you're going to have is a line. A line is just a straight point. Doesn't have an end. It goes from A to B, but it actually goes on forever. The wall can't stop it, okay? The line goes on forever. And if you need to translate it, you are more than welcome to, but if you don't, that's okay. The vocabulary for linear, the next one is the word slope, okay? A slope is a rate of change. A slope is a rate of change. And the letter you always use for the word slope is the letter M. Coming back to you guys a little bit, if you had this before, Algebra 1, something like that, okay? If you don't, great, you're learning something new. So the M is the word slope, and it means the rate of change. So, if I have a graph, just draw any graph you want, a straight line, okay? You're going to have a rate of change. So basically, to get from point A to point B, I'm going to go up and just go over. Do you see that right there? And I'm going to show you guys how to do that in a little bit. But let me give you an example. What is a slope? Say you bought a candy bar. Just draw any line, straight line. It doesn't matter. We're going to go more into it in a little bit, okay? But right now, just draw a line. You guys bought a candy bar. This is how you would use it. Your candy bar is $2, okay? If you don't buy any candy bar, how much is it going to cost you? No candy bars. Nothing. Zero. All right? If I bought one candy bar, how much is it going to cost me?
Like
$2. Each one's $2. If I bought two candy bars, how much is it going to cost me? $4. If I bought three candy bars, how much is it going to cost me? $6. Are you seeing this? How about 4 candy bars? 8. What number are you going up every single time? $2. That $2 is your slope. See the change? I'm going up by $2 every time. Does that make sense? Okay, talk about savings. Okay? I save $10 a week. In 1 week, how much money am I going to have? 1 week, no?
Oh.
$10 a week.
Oh.
How much money do I have? In week 1? $10, right?
Wait, in a week?
In 1 week, I'm saving $10 every week. Every week.
Oh, every week.
Not every day.
of the week.
Every week. Oh, I wish. I would be really rich. But 1 week, you got me saying 1 day. So 1 week, I saved $10. So how much did I save in 1 week? 2 weeks. 3 weeks. 4 weeks. What is the rate of change? What is my slope that I'm changing every week? How much are you going up every single week? $10. So your slope is 10. Your slope is a rate of change. Does that make sense? Okay, so it's the cost of something. All right, so whatever the cost is, that's how much you're going to have. Okay, next word, horizontal. Okay, horizontal. Horizontal goes left to right, just like that. Okay, in a horizontal slope, it is always 0. See how it's 0? It never changes. The cost never changes. So if something is free, I grab one item, how much is it going to cost me? Everything is free. 0. What if I grab 5 items? How much is it going to cost me?
5.
Everything is free. If I grab 5 items, how much?
0.
0. What if I grabbed 15 items? Do you see how there's no change? It never went up, right? That's horizontal. Bless you. Next one is vertical. Okay? Horizontal goes left to right. Vertical goes up and down. A slope for a vertical is undefined. It doesn't exist. That's like 100%, okay? But it keeps going on forever. It's not even a function, so it's undefined. All right. Now, how do you find a slope? What letter do we use for slope? What's the letter? M. To find a slope, it is always rise divided by your run every single time, okay? All right, so it's rise over your run. And we're going to talk about that in just a little bit. All right, let's pick a point. Let's pick 0, 0. Okay? Let's pick another point. How about 5, 2? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. You guys got those 2 points? 0, 0, and 5, 2. Your coordinates. You got your coordinates? The 2 points. You got your 2 locations. Try to draw a straight line as best as you can. Okay? 0, 0, and 5, 2. So draw your coordinates. All right. When you guys read, how do you read? Left to right or right to left? Left to right. So it would be like I'm standing right here, correct? Okay? In a slope, you always do the rise. Rise is you go up. If I go up, is that a positive or a negative number? Positive. If I go down, is that a positive or negative number? Negative. Okay? Keep that in mind, just like a graph. Remember a graph? In your run, if you go left, is that a positive or negative number?
Negative.
If I go right, positive or negative?
Positive.
Positive. So keep that in mind. That doesn't change, and that helps you, okay? All right. So how would you go graph from here to here? Rise comes first, so you're going to go up 2. See the 2? And then how many places to the right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's how you guys are going to learn to find your slope in a little bit, okay? You guys good?
Yeah.
Okay, so the slope for this one would be 2 over 5. Does that make sense? Any questions so far? Okay. Now we're going to take a look at different kinds of slope. Remember, I just want to talk about slope right now. I don't care about anything else, just slope, okay? All right, let's go to the back page. Okay, you guys ready? Go ahead and draw this picture, okay? We're going to look at the different types of slope. There's only 4 kinds. 4, that's it. If you are standing right here, see my penguin? What's my penguin doing? Is it going up or down? Bless you. If it's going up, your slope is going to be a positive number. Bless you. My goodness, you and Miss Campbell. Okay, so if it's going up, it's a positive slope, okay? Look at the next one. What is this graph doing? What's my penguin doing? It's going down. Bless you. If it's going down, your slope is going to be a negative, okay? A negative. You want a Kleenex? Here you go. There's a big one. You can just take it with you. Okay. Let's look at this one. This one is that horizontal or vertical? Bless you. Horizontal. Oh my goodness. In a horizontal, your slope is equal to 0. Remember we learned that on the last page? Horizontal, your slope is a 0. An example of this one would be y is equal to -1. See how there's no x? Okay? You guys good? An example of this one would be y equals 2 over 3x. Okay? An example for this one would be -2 over 3x. See how that's negative? See how that's positive? All right.
Wait, can you use it?
I sure will, and we'll let you get caught up. Horizontal, your slope is 0. Notice how an example is y equals -1, okay? So, what are you guys noticing? The slope is always in front of what letter every single time? What letter is the slope always in front of? What letter? X. The M is always in front of the X, and I'll show you that in a little bit, okay? You good? Okay. Now, look at this one. Is that horizontal or vertical? Vertical. That's horizontal. This one's vertical. Vertical goes up and down. Your slope is going to be undefined. Okay? Undefined. An example of an undefined slope would be like x is equal to -2. You see how x, it crosses x-axis at -2. Does that make sense? There's no y. Okay? To graph, you have to have an x and a y. All right, x equal -2. It does, I'm so sorry. It's equal. This is equal. Is that better? Still looks like a Z. So sorry. It's equal. Okay, how to find a slope. All right, this is what I want you guys to do to find a slope. Pick 2 points. Okay? Pick 2 points. Number 2, find the rise. Okay, find the rise. Number 3, find the run. All right, what do you guys notice? Which one do I do first? The run or the rise? The rise. Okay. All right, everybody good? Okay, so let's take a look at the examples right here. How many points do I have right here that's been picked for me? 3, okay? It's right here, and right here. You see the 3? How many points do you only need to graph a line? Just 2. So I have 3. Can I pick any one of those? Yes. I am going to call this one A, and I'm going to call this one B. Okay? Did you guys see that? When you read right to left to right, correct? Pretend I'm standing right here. Looking at this graph, am I looking up or am I looking down? Am I going up or am I going down? Up. What is up? Positive. Very good. Does that make a little bit more sense to you? Okay. Look at B. Look at number 2. I'm standing right here. I'm looking down, so this one is negative slope. Does that make sense? See how you can just stare at something and go, oh, positive, negative. You know if you have it right or not, right? All right, you're M. So what is the slope? Well, if I go from A to B, how do I get from A to B? Do I go up or do I go across first? Up. Up how many places?
2.
So I'm going up, so that's positive 2. And I'm going to the right, how many places?
3.
Not 3, count again. Starts here and you go 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, 2 over 4 is the same as 1 over 2. Is that right? Now take a look what I'm doing. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Are you seeing a pattern? Do you see how I'm pointing all those lines now? Does that make sense? All right, let's look at example 2. We know it's a negative. We're going to call this one A and this one B, right? How do you get from A to B? You go up or down, or left or right? Down first. How many places?
2.
Look at your picture. How many places?
3.
No, I'm going down. How do I get from A to B? I went down 1. I went down 1. How many places across? 3 to the right. If it's to the right, is that positive or negative? Positive. So that's negative 1/3. You see it right there? Okay. What if I had gone the other way? Watch this. What if I picked these 2 points? What if I had gone this way? How do I get from C to B? I went up, correct? Up is positive, but how do I get to B? Did I go left or right? How many places? 3. Are these two, are these two exactly the same thing?
No.
Actually, they are exactly the same thing.
But the negative only nothing.
Let me explain why. Negative, what is the sign in front of that 3? Positive. What's a negative divided by positive? Negative 1/3. See how these are the same? Okay. How about this one? 1 is positive because there's not a sign in it. What is positive divided by negative? Negative. Do you see why those are exactly the same? A lot of students miss that for that very reason. Okay? So I don't want you guys to miss that. All right. Any questions about that? Okay, now I want you to write something down. Y equals mx plus b. Okay? You're going to learn what this is called in a little bit, but right now I don't want you to worry about it. Okay? Where do you see the m every single time? In front of what letter?
Y.
No,
Sorry.
not y. What letter? What is it in front of every single time? Where's your m? Huh?
Small?
Where's the m right here?
Oh. X.
In front of the x. See that m? It's always where?
From
in front of the X, okay? So I want you guys to think about that. Any questions? All right, here's your homework. I'm gonna do a couple with you. Would you pass these out, please? Do this first and then you go, okay? Because I don't want you to miss. Stephanie, Breeze, could you give one to Oscar? And one to Stephanie, thank you. All right, guys, let's pull out your 6.2 assignment, and we're gonna take it from there. Okay, we're gonna do these together, not all of it, but just some. All right? That way you know how to do it, and it's not bad. All right, 6.2, it says do what? Find what? What are we looking for? Slope. What letter is a slope? Y, M, X, or B? M. I'm looking for an M, okay? Here we go. Think about where you're standing. So M. I have these 2 points. I can label it A and B, correct? What are you going to do to get from A to B? Up how many places? 3. Rise goes on top, right? How many places to the right?
4.
So your slope is 3, 4. Okay, and if you need a calculator, go ahead, watch. You always need to make it small. 3 divided by 4. Hit math. See that right there? Change it to a fraction. Do you see how there's no change? That's as small as it's going to go. Okay? But what if you had something 2 divided by 6? Instead of writing 2 over 6, you need to make it 1/3. You got to simplify. Okay? All right, any questions so far? Okay, let's look at number 2 real quick. My slope. Remember, you're standing on the left. Is that going down or up? It's going down. All right, so what's your slope to go from A to B? -1 over how many places to the right? -1, 4. Okay, on the homework. Okay, so far so good? All right. Now, next part. Let's look at number 4. Look at your chart. Which one does that look like, number 4?
Straight.
It's a straight. Is it horizontal or vertical?
Horizontal.
So what is your slope for number 4? Just like that. Can you guys do this?
Yeah.
Not hard, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now let's go to the back. Huh?
No, right now.
You're going to do it. Okay, let's go to number 11.
Wait, what about 7?
I'm going to let you look at your notes and figure out number 7. Okay. You don't worry about that. Just hang on a moment. Look at number 11. Okay? Yeah. All right, number 11. You see that X right there?
Mm-hmm.
There's your X. So what is your slope for number 11?
X.
No.
Wait. 3 over 2.
-3/2. That negative can go with 3 or that negative can go with 2. It doesn't matter which one, but it only goes with one of them, not both, okay? Negative goes with either one. Any questions so far? All right, let's look at 15. What is your slope for 15? What number is in front of that X? No. 1. Because 0 times X is 0. Okay, so that X doesn't exist. So what is your slope right there? And understood 1. Can I write it as 1 over 1? Is that the same thing?
No. Yeah.
Yes. You're going to need to write over 1 when you guys graphing later, okay? Because otherwise students just do 1 and they forget. So keep that in mind. All right, number 16. Which one does 16 look like? Which one of these pictures does 16 look like? Look at my examples.
Horizontal.
Horizontal. So what is your slope for number 16? It's not -5. No, it's not.
Wait.
What's your slope when it's a horizontal?
0.
0. See how it looks like that? What's your slope? 0. I know. You have to like think. Okay? All right. How about 17? What's your slope? What does that one look like?
Vertical.
It's a vertical. So if it's a vertical, what kind of slope is vertical? starts with a U.
Undefined.
Undefined.
Oh.
See that right there? Okay, you guys good? You think you can do this assignment now? Awesome. That's all I want you guys to do today, okay?
Kind of.
Yes, no, you can't. All right, good luck,